Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9 hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card mark. Wild card mark. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mark. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark.
Yeah. What's up? What is up? What is up, people? How we doing today? How we doing tonight? Are we having a good day? Did we have a fantastic Thursday? I did. The Wildcard had a great Thursday. Got to chop it up with the big homie Nick Shine on today's show earlier, 4 to 6 p.m. Yeah. I'm alive. I need for real. On some real. That's the only thing that I need. So I'm happy to be here, chopping it with y'all. Thank you for the watchers, the viewers, the listeners, the followers, those who have been helping I.O.W. Sports what it is today. Hey man, we've been grinding hard for y'all, and we're gonna continue to grind hard. Hey, but as always, like I said, Wildcard Mar is happy to be here. Welcome to episode 275 of I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition. 275 episodes. That's my player partner pimp, my brother from another mother. I call him 40 Water. Y'all call him Silent Hill TDS. You see it scrolling on the bottom of your screen. Make sure you go give my partner some love on his YouTube channel. Go over to Hitchhikers. All right. You see it posted right there. And of course, while you're over there, go show us some love. We greatly appreciate it. I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, YouTube, where all the content is stored. I.O.W. Sports Network. You can never forget it. Go check us out right there. And of course, I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. That's where you can catch our I.O.W. Sports Twitter account. And if you just want to chop it up with the Wildcard Mar on a personal basis, you can always follow me at Twitter at KC Wildcard Mar, Wildcard Mar on Facebook, and as well as Instagram. Yes. And we are here, y'all. And I'm just so happy to be here. How's everybody doing? Anyway, let's jump in the comments, see who we got in the building with us. MJ, what's up? What it do? Oh, speaking of MJ, I saw something from the Major League Baseball. Let's talk about it real quick before we get into some other things. I saw that the batting average is up, and with the pitch clock, as in the pace, so I did see that. I know a lot of people had mixed reviews about the pitch clock, and the pitch clock just isn't for the pitchers as well as the batters have to adhere to the pitch clock, as in being ready for the pace of play. So Major League Baseball themselves saw an uprise in batting average, and they saw almost like a 23-minute decrease in playing time. Hey, like I said, I was okay with it. I'm okay with the pitch clock. The only thing that I asked for, Major League Baseball, is if in spring training, if you're going to call a batter out in the bottom of the ninth, in an important situation, if you're going to call it in spring training, please make sure that same energy is from April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, October and November when it matters. You know what I'm talking about? You're in playoff time. So October and November, all I'm saying is have that same energy in the spring like you're going to do in the fall baseball classic. You come up with the rules of the pitch clock. You implement them in spring training so everybody can get acclimated to it, get used to it. You're going to go through a whole season. You're going to get the postseason. All I'm saying is be consistent with the pitch clock. Be consistent. If you're going to award guys, do it. Yeah, average is up too. I saw that. You're right. You can attribute it to that as well because there's no shifting. So I let's put into context the pitch clock in the no shift. So some of the rules are I'll say this. It looks like they're kind of working out how Major League Baseball intended to. Let's just say that. I know people were up in arms about the rule changes and whatnot and mad about them, fussing and crying and pissed off about them. But if you ask me, if you're going to get an up in the batting average, if you're going to get faster play, as in the game time is not as long, and you're bound to get more action in a more shorter time, I'm all for it. I just got my reservations is if the umpires are going to be consistent how they're calling the games now in spring training, if you're going to call that in October, if you're going to call that in November. Hell, you're going to call that in the World Series? Bottom of the ninth, the home team, they're tied with the opponent and the batter's not ready. And, you literally, you know what I'm saying? Like are you going to be consistent with that call? That's the only thing that I'm asking for is consistency. That's all I'm saying. Consistent with it. I know Matt, MJ, I know you're a baseball guy. So, I'm not shocked that you're saying that. Get back to playing baseball and stop fucking with the rules. I feel you. Look, I'm an old baseball head too, but I'm giving these new rules a chance. And so far, I'm not mad at the new rules. Because if it's giving me faster play, if it's giving me more action, I'm fine with it. That's all. Just look, all my older baseball heads, just try to sit back and see if you enjoy the product. If you're enjoying the product, then the rules are doing what the Major League Baseball intended to do. If you're not enjoying the product, and the rules are really starting to start messing with the game, and it's not the same product and it's not enjoyable to watch, then by all means, I'll even join your parade of stop fucking with the rules. You know what I'm saying? For real, I'll join. But so far, and I know it's premature, and I know it's early, and I know it's only spring training. All I'm saying is let's give it a shot. Nobody says it's going to be permanent. Nobody says this is going to be the regular norm. But all I'm saying is let's find out. You know, let's give it a chance. And if it's not working, then I'll join your campaign to say stop fucking with the rules. But as of right now, after what we've seen for the last week, the numbers of the Major League Baseball looks good. It looks good. But hey, still, like I said, still a lot of variables we still got to come up with, and just a lot of information. Keep gathering information. Major League Baseball. Keep sharing your information that you're gathering about the affecting of the game with the rule changes. So this is the best time to do it. Spring training, games don't matter. Hey, by all means. But so far, I don't mind the rule changes. Just be consistent umpires. That's all. That's what myself and all sports fans ask for, is consistency from the people who are supposed to be your umpires, referees, judges, whatever, that they give results, or better yet, you know, do what they do. All I'm saying is let the athletes play. You be a ref. You be an umpire. Stick to your job. Don't affect it. Don't affect the game. That's all I'm saying. All right. So I had a day off today. I didn't have to work today, and it was great. It was fantastic. Now what I get to do when I don't work is I sit back and I look at all the, you know, people that I watch on certain channels, YouTube channels, and you know, that are sports people, reporters, whatever. I every now and then I'll dabble into a little Colin Cowherd with the Herd. I can't stand Stephen A. Smith no more. Used to be one of my favorite guys, but the last couple of years I haven't really jived well with him. So I don't watch First Take like that. I stopped watching Undisputed about a month and a half back. I just didn't like the way Skip was pretty much demeaning Shannon Sharp, and Shannon Sharp, because of the money that he's getting from Fox, he's you know, just taking it. And I get it. Look, it is what it is. You want to sit there and get millions for being berated by a biology skeleton, by all means. So stop watching Undisputed. Every now and then I'll dabble with the Speak on FS1. But, you know, NFL Live, NBA Today, certain, you know, outlets like that, Dan Patrick, I'll dabble in it. I mean, that's what I do on my off day. And one thing that I saw the whole time is that people were just going nuts, going crazy, going cuckoo, cuckoo last night. But they were going crazy today of last night's results of Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns getting a win. KD's debut as a Phoenix Sun. And kind of briefly spoke on it last night on the show, but after hearing all the talk from all these different types of outlets, and even listening on the radio when I'm in my car, because people were going crazy and goo-goo and like, oh my gosh, the Phoenix Suns, oh man, they're going to be phenomenal. They're going to be great. They should be the favorite in the West. And let's be honest. All right. I know. I get it. It's Kevin. I get it. It looks good. It looks real good. But we got to be honest. And it was damn Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets are absolutely basura, set, abysmal, trash, garbage, fire dumpster. That's terrible. The Charlotte Hornets are absolutely god awful. Mellow balls hurt, going to be out for the rest of the season. He already was hurt coming into the season. And so I'm not just going to just start going Google crazy because they beat the damn Hornets. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, MJ. They won a game they supposed to. You're supposed to beat the damn Charlotte Hornets when you're the Phoenix Suns and you have Kevin Durant. You have Devin Booker on your team. You have a DeAndre Ayton. The Charlotte Hornets have absolutely nobody on their roster right now that can even compete with just those three. So sit here and straight, overreact, freak out. Oh my gosh, the Suns should be the number one favorite team to win the West, and they should be the favorite for winning the championship. No, let's not overreact. See, this is what bothers me about certain things, especially with these media people. They overreact quick. They overreact very quickly. You can't sit here and, oh my gosh, like the Suns, they were so phenomenal that they are just absolutely the best, the favorite team. And can we stop overreacting off of one game and an opponent like the Charlotte Hornets? That's what we're doing. We're freaking out because, oh my gosh, you beat the Hornets 105-91. In KD's debut, oh my gosh, it was fantastic. Come on now. You can't sit there and start going batshit crazy over one game against a terrible opponent. The Charlotte Hornets are absolute garbage. Why are we going crazy over this? Understand. Let's be honest. Okay, so if we're going to have this conversation, I'll be honest. Chris Paul put in 11 assists last night. Didn't score much. Only 2 points on 1 of 8 shooting. Played 33 minutes. But he did his job. Now, Kevin Durant only played 27 minutes, 10 and 15. Very efficient. Very efficient. Threw in 6 boards, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 23 points. It looks good. It does. It looks good. Devin Booker on 33 minutes, 15 of 26. Very efficient shooting. 6 boards, 7 assists, 2 blocks, 37 points he added it. That looks good. It does. DeAndre Ayton chipping in 16 points, 16 boards, 4 assists, a block. That looks good. It really does. It absolutely looks good. And this is what you want. This is the performance from the Phoenix Suns that you expected that you were going to get the moment they made the trade for Kevin Durant. Right? This is what we expected. We expected performances like that, right? And guess what? It's possible that you can get this on a regular basis, but we got to be honest about the situation at hand. You can't freak out over one game, and you can't freak out because they beat the Hornets. I'm not trying to downplay the Phoenix Suns, but I'm realistic about them. Let's be honest about the roster. Besides Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, and maybe sometimes Chris Paul. Who else scares you on that lineup? Who else? Wainwright, Craig, TJ Warren, Landale, Cameron Payne, Damian Lee, Bismack Biyombo, Sabian Lee, Darius Basley, all those names I just listed off, y'all probably don't even know none of them. You know how I know? Because I barely know any of them. So let's not sit here and act like the Suns are, like they're so deep on the bench past your starting 5. Is their starting five going to play every game? No. Absolutely not. We already know there's durability issues with an old Chris Paul. He's 37. We already know. We already know that. Can you guarantee me that Chris Paul is going to play every game for the rest of the season? No, you can't guarantee that. You can't promise that. Devin Booker misses time from time, and he's actually young. He misses time from time. Don't get it twisted. I know how good he is. That guy is liable to drop 50 points any point in the game. Liable to drop 50 points anytime he touches the court. Well, Booker misses time too. KD, oh man, he dropped 23 in 27 minutes. Very efficient shooting. But let's not sit here and act like Kevin Durant's been the model child of durability the last 3 years. Hello. The man just made his debut after even being traded weeks ago. He's just now making his debut. So I know all these talking heads, everybody, and they probably at the barbershop like, oh my gosh, Kevin Durant, the Suns, Let's contextualize on what happened, what's going on. You played the Hornets, you're supposed to beat them. Did it look good? It looked damn good. But your team is built with pretty much how your starting five is they got to be it. They got to be the ones to go in and get it because you're not deep on the bench and you're not loaded with a whole bunch of talent on the bench no more. And let's not act like there's not 20 games left in the regular season where teams who have been playing together have the opportunity to get better playing with each other. So do the Suns, but you've only played one game together with KD. I don't care how much practice you got. You still got to go out there and play as a team against the Memphis Grizzlies, who are top tier, the Denver Nuggets, who are top tier in the Western Conference. I mean, say what you want. I like the Clippers. By the way, as much as I dislike Russell Westbrook, he looked like he's fitting in fine with the Clippers. So I mean, there's too much competition in the West to just automatically say, oh my gosh, the Suns are just going to win because they got KD. No, there's still question marks on, hell, is that team even going to make it to the finish line of the regular season healthy? Because to me, that's a legitimate concern. Let's not sit here and act like damn KD and Booker and Chris Paul aren't possible liabilities of getting injured. No. Let's not fake the funk and lying to ourselves. Phoenix Suns look good on paper. They look damn good on paper. They look good last night against the Hornets. Bravo. But pump the brakes, y'all. Pump them. Just pump the brakes. Relax. It's way too early to start crowning cats that's only played one game together, and they got good pieces. But you're talking about pieces who, come on, got a chance to literally be injured tomorrow. Let's not act like that's not a possibility with either Durant, CP3, or Booker. Let's not act like that's not a possibility because it damn sure is. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. MJ brings up a good point. I'm about to check the schedule out in a second. But you just got to pump the brakes on certain situations like that. It's too early. Oh, yeah, by the way, they got the Bulls. You should be able to beat the Bulls. Got Dallas Mavericks. Dallas got a good victory tonight. We'll talk about them in just a second. Who else you got? Thunder. Not worry about them, but that's a trap game. Playing the Thunder is a trap game, especially way that SGA has been balling this year. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, y'all better get with it. SGA been balling this year. Get with it. All right. The Kings. So hey. The surprising Sacramento Kings. No, not a surprise to me. Go check out the The Man Cave Sports Show with Jay Jones and G Money. I did a show on them one time, and I said, man, look out for the Kings. I like what the Kings are doing early in the season. And lo and behold, even after All-Star break, with like 20-plus games left in the regular season, they're in the top 5 in the Western Conference. Matter of fact, they are number 3 in the Western Conference. They're above the Phoenix Suns. You know what I'm saying? They're 2 games above them. So let's not act like, wild card Mar be crazy. So that's a tough matchup. All right, it's a tough matchup. Let's not sit here and fake the funk. Tough matchup for the Suns going against the Kings. All right, so don't brush the Kings off. Then they got the Warriors. Warriors no slouch. Got the Bucks, who right now are one of the hottest teams in the NBA. What, 16-game winning streak? Last time I checked. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. Bucks are on a 16-game winning streak. Then you got the Magic. Oh, come on, it's the Magic. You're supposed to beat them. That's equivalent to the Hornets. Supposed to beat them. Thunder, again. Then you got Kings again. 76ers. You got the Utah Jazz on that schedule, who are a play-in tournament team. Who else is on this schedule? I mean, let's not act like this schedule is it ain't no cupcake schedule right now for the Phoenix Suns. This ain't no cupcake schedule. So not only are you playing top tier teams in both the East and the West, you're also trying to figure out how we are going to continue to gel as a team with KD and a very limited bench. So Thunder, Kings, 76ers, Jazz, Timberwolves. Timberwolves about a middle-of-the-road team. Then you got the number 1 team in the West, the Denver Nuggets. So that's the rest of their games for March. You got 5 games in April. Lakers, Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets, Clippers. Clippers and Nuggets going to be playoff teams. Spurs, they're in the dumpster. Thunder, like I said, they're got talent, but they're in the dumps. And then you got Lakers. So it's gonna be a tough schedule for them Phoenix Suns for the month of March. And you're doing this while you're playing in a very competitive Western Conference in the NBA. You're doing this while you're still trying to get acclimated with KD, figure out your right rotations. Hopefully you get some veterans to sign because you're going to need them. You're going to need some people that's ring chasing. I think the Phoenix Suns are going to need it. Because there's no way, if you're thinking you're just going to finish the rest of the season and you're pretty much hoping and praying, oh, dear God of the baseball or the basketball world, please make sure that KD don't get hurt. CP3 don't get hurt. Booker don't get hurt. That's a lot to put on a starting 5 with a not so deep bench and expect your starting 5 to, make it to the playoffs, have a playoff run 100% healthy. So, and we've always had this conversation on the show. You can have great talent. Talent can only get you so far. That's just facts. Like, when I was back at being a single player, had my own house, I was making good money. You know what I mean? And I'll run into females all the time, and I tell them all the time, it's like, baby, I could kick it with you, but I can't date you. And they get mad and be like, well, wow, Mar, why can't you date me? Because if only thing you're bringing to the table is physical attributes, then that's all I can give you is physical attention. You don't give me anything more than that. That's why we can never be together. Because your physical Beauty can get you in my house. It damn sure can get you in my bed, but it can't make you be next to me forever. Because if that's the only thing you bring in, then hell, I can get that from any and everybody. The woman I'm going to marry is going to be able to bring me more than just the physical. She's going to challenge me mentally, spiritually, push me. So it's the same thing in the sports world. Talent can get you as far as you can, to a certain extent. It's going to get you far. It can. But what's the ultimate goal in sports and teams? Teams, team-oriented sports entities. The ultimate goal is championships. And if you ain't got the right fit, right team, culture, if something's missing, ain't got the right coaching, ain't got the right atmosphere. Spitty, you stupid. I don't fuck with you hoes. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, it's the time though. And I miss wholeheartedly. 3. I don't know what else can be done for you if you can't get a championship with what you're working with right now on this roster. I'll be downright 100% honest with that. If you, CP3, cannot get it done with the roster that you got, I don't know what to really tell you. I don't think you're supposed to win a championship. There's some great players in all kinds of sports that never won a championship. So you might be one of those guys that just it ain't in the cards. Because what I saw last night, I saw Chris Paul with 11 assists, which Chris Paul is an assist guy. He is a point guard. All right. He's nicknamed the point guard. So he's going to give you assists. He's going to give all the other players opportunities to score. And he'll play back as he should. Because my thing is, if you can't help DeAndre Ayton get to 20 plus points and he'll get the rebounds himself, you know, DeAndre Ayton's going to give you 15, 16 rebounds alone, easily by himself. But you got to tap into the other things of his game. You got to give him nice touches 5 feet from the basket. Let him start getting, moving in the paint. Then you got Devin Booker, a guy that is a bucket getter. The guy can shoot it lights out. Y'all saw when he put on that 70-point performance a few years ago in Boston. Liable to go off for godly amount of points anytime because he is that good of a scorer. He's a scorer. Got to find a way to stay healthy though. But he's a scorer. Oh, yeah, we just got KD. Okay. You know what KD do? KD's a problem. So, Chris Paul, CP3, I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing. If you can't win with what you got working with you in that starting 5, if you can't look, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker, you should be averaging damn near 25 assists a night. Damn it. I'm exaggerating, but damn it, I'm just saying, Chris Paul, you should have no more excuses on why you can't win a championship. If you can't get it with this roster, like I said, I don't know what to tell you. You're just not meant to get it. Because it's literally set up for Chris Paul to just literally assist, get the hell out the way, pick and choose after all of your other boys got a chance to eat, and then you go and get your points. But you got a point guard's dream right now. You got shooters, 2 of them that can get buckets any and everywhere, and you got a big man who dominates the paint. You have the best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. Oh. So come on, CP3. I don't hear no excuses. I don't hear no whining and complaining why you ain't won. Get it done. Get it done. That's all. No excuses. One of those teams that's going to be in the way of the Phoenix Suns is the Dallas Mavericks. Go grab Melo for the bench. That actually isn't a bad idea because Melo can still shoot. He's a bucket getter. He can still shoot. So, yeah, you got to do something about that. But Dallas Mavericks, man, I mean, what? My goodness, a quality win tonight over the 76ers of Philadelphia. A great win. I mean, say what you want. I know a lot of people been down on the Mavericks, and rightfully so. You know, rightfully so, because I have my reservations about it. But we got to be honest about the Mavericks when they perform like tonight. It looks good, doesn't it? Luka puts up 42. Kyrie puts up 40. Oh, man, it looks damn good, right? It looks good. But I really want y'all to really look at something. And it's not that I'm not impressed. I think it's lovely. It's good that they got a quality win over the 76ers. It's good that both Luka and Kyrie did well. It's great. So my only issue is, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. All I'm doing is trying to give a perspective. So 82 points combined from the big two, right? And it's out of 133 points. So you're literally with the two of them, 62% of the scoring came from Kyrie and Luka. But what scares me is I'm looking at a guy in Christian Wood who they went to acquire in the offseason who was supposed to help. What does he do? What does he chip in? What does Christian Wood chip in? Who, by the way, is still coming off the bench for some reason. Only got 14 minutes tonight for some oddly strange reason. But he gets 10 points. 10 points. Tim Hardaway Jr. chips in 8. Kleber puts in 9. What's his name? Josh Green. He's a starter. Starting shooting guard. 5 points. Dwight Powell, the starting center, 4 points. Reggie Bullock puts in 15. So pretty much what I'm saying, guys, is yeah, it looks good that Kyrie put up 40. Yeah, it looks good that Luka put up 42. For the first time since they gotten Kyrie, they actually look like a team, right? Y'all remember last week they had trouble with the final shot? Who's going to take the shot? Playing hot potato with each other. You know, that was a mess. It was a complete mess. And bravo to them for getting a quality win tonight. But I think that was off of pure talent. I think it was just off of pure talent. I don't think that the Dallas Mavericks are a better team than the 76ers. No way. They're not better than them record-wise. But just period, I just think the 76ers are built as a better team. But here's my issue with the Dallas Mavericks and how tomorrow you're going to hear all the sports media, oh my gosh, the Mavericks finally arrived. Luka and Kyrie finally got it cooking. No, pump the brakes. They may be cooking them too, but as a team, it's still not benefiting the team. And I say that to say this, because what happens if Luka gets another ankle injury and out for a few weeks? What happens? Because we know how Kyrie operates. What if there's something that happens that causes him to, not come to work? You know what I'm saying? I'm not dissing on Kyrie. I'm just being real. What if there's a issue in Dallas that has to do with social justice? A black man gets killed by a cop or something, and he's ready to march and do all that other stuff because he is an activist. He puts his money where his mouth is. What if that happens and he's mentally not ready to play? You know what I'm saying? First of all, is the franchise going to be okay with that? Is that going to affect Luka? I mean, I might be spitballing. Let me know if I'm reaching, but I'm just saying there's a lot to put in your eggs in the basket in Kyrie Irving and Luka when you're looking at the production that's around him, and they are barely getting it done. Barely getting it done. Barely getting it done. And it's not like they blew the doors off of 76ers. They only beat them by what? 7 points? 133 to 126. So it's not like you did like a full domination of the 76ers. But my thing is I can't sit here and be one of those people who are gonna go, oh my God, the Suns look good again with KD over the Hornets. Oh my God, Kyrie and Luka both dropped 40 plus. No, it looks good. It looks good. But then when I look at the box score and I look at what I saw on TV, I'm seeing 2 superstar basketball players, and I'm seeing minimal to none help from the rest of the roster. I don't care how good those 2 fellas are. It is not sustainable for Kyrie and Luka to put up those kind of numbers game in and game out and expect them to win a lot of games. To me, it's impossible to sit there and think that Kyrie and Luka we'll just outscore you guys. First of all, Luka ain't playing no defense. So he may give you buckets, but he ain't stopping nobody. That's for damn sure. Kyrie, he may try to, get in front of a guy, but he's not known for his defense. And so I refuse to be one of those people that's just going to go, oh my gosh, the Mavericks. I don't know. I'm not with it. I'm not rooting against him. I'm just saying in general, because I know there's going to be talking heads who's going to go goo crazy tomorrow. Oh my God, the Mavericks, they said they going to be the champions. They going to win the West. They going to be in the finals. They going to win the finals. Pump the damn brakes. Pump them. Because at the end of the day, you still got to take care of business in the very strong Western Conference. And if the only 2 people that's giving you your points is Kyrie and Luka, when Kyrie made this, come on now, he might need some me time, like MJ said. And Luka, a little chunky ass, might need to take a rest day. His ankles is messed up. Missing time here and there because of a bad back or a bad ankle. Like, come on now. I can't sit here and put stock in the team that quite frankly, besides 2 guys in Kyrie Irving and Luka, ain't too much scaring you. Ain't too much. Ooh, gotta watch out for these guys. Kyrie should go on a darkness retreat. So no, I'm not. I'm just not. I can't go goo crazy over the Mavericks for what they did against the 76ers. Quality win though, because the 76ers are a damn good team in the East. So I'll give him that. That was a quality win. But I'm not, from what I saw and looking at the stat sheet, I'm still not going goo crazy. I just can't. Because I it's putting faith in Kyrie staying for the rest of the season. It's putting faith in Luka. He's going to be able to stay healthy for the rest of the season. And that's putting way too much stock into all those other guys on that roster as if they're going to actually make consistent contributions to help Kyrie and Luka, help take weight off their shoulders. I'm having doubt in it. That's all. Anyway, let's transition because it's combine season. It's combine season, and I saw a couple of things that popped to me. I was like, oh. So I'm not putting a lot of stock into it, but this is what I saw today at the combine.
Training staff, if you need it.
Don't worry, I will. Get it, Kalijah?
Woo! 4.78. Aaron Donald ran at 4.68 at 285.
Here's the guy who ran unofficially the fastest of the first 40s, and Canty improves it.
It's a great time. And again, he's an inch taller.
That man was moving, and that's a defensive tackle. That's a defensive tackle. Kalijah Cansey, who a name that big homie Nick Sean brought up earlier, that man was moving. I'm highly impressed by a guy that size in weight, not necessarily tall, but in weight, literally moving that fast. Because that's hey, to me, that's impressive. It was 4.67 unofficially, 4.73 official, but still, that impresses me for a guy that big in weight, moving. He was moving. That's athleticism. I mean, my goodness. But he wasn't the only one. He wasn't the only one.
As sometimes running faster than pitchers are pitching now with the pitch clock, huh?
No kidding. I love the pitch clock, but we'll get there. We'll get there later.
All right, here's Nolan Smith, as Stacy was pointing out.
You look down at my notes, and I'm like, this guy's got juice. He's got bend. He's got power. He's really an instinctive player, too. So as great as these testing numbers are going to be, he's an instinctive player. Was a big-time recruit. Come out of high school. Was a #1 player in the country in 2019. And you noticed him last year when he was out there, and you're watching all those Georgia draft picks. It's a lot of Nolan Smith. Yep.
1.52.
He is rolling.
4.44. Full Moses Malone there.
Hey, now. I mentioned Hassan Reddick as a comparison. Hassan Reddick ran 4.52, which is rolling. That is incredible time for Nolan Smith.
Hey, Stacy, keep giving us more tips down there about what we're about to see, okay? Just like keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
good call.
A second and a half split.
Wow. I know it's just a 40-yard. Ain't nobody getting tackled. But look, in my opinion, the reason why that's impressive is because you look at a defensive line guy in the middle, defensive tackle, moving at that speed at 4.67. And then you got an edge rusher, a linebacker, and Nolan Smith, who's in that 40 was – that was an unofficial time, was a 4.44. The official was 4.39. So when you got cats like that moving that fast, you know what that does to in the league, in the NFL? It makes these quarterbacks, you got to be mobile and you got to be able to get the ball out of your hands quick. I know a lot of that is predicated on your wide receivers timing, getting in and out their routes. That's depending on the quality of your offensive line. But as we talked on the show before, it's a new wave in the NFL, especially when it comes to quarterbacking. You have to have some mobility. You got to. You just have to. And the ability to chase down mobile quarterbacks is you got to have some speed on defense. Got to have some speed. Because you're going against speed. You can't combat speed with tortoise movement. You can't combat speed with molasses movement. You got to have speed on your side of the football too. You better have some speed when you go up against Lamar Jackson trying to chase his ass down. You better have speed going against the Eagles and Jalen Hurts trying to track his ass down. You better have speed when it comes to getting at these quarterbacks who can move, got some mobility. Yeah, that first step is key. But I'm telling you, you got to get after the quarterback, and our majority of these quarterbacks nowadays are mobile. Josh Allen. Believe it or not, Joe Burrow has enough mobility to get out of the pocket and get out of the sacks. I've seen it 1,000 times in the 4 times he's played the Chiefs over the last 2 years. Aaron Rodgers has enough mobility to get out of sacks. Patrick Mahomes has enough mobility. Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson. Kyler Murray. Justin Herbert has enough mobility. Trevor Lawrence has some mobility. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy has enough mobility to get out of sacks. So I'm literally throwing out at least just 10 names right there out of 32 teams that has quarterback has enough mobility. And so you better be able to get after the quarterback. It's important to have that speed. I know it's just a combine and it may not seem like it's important, but damn it, it's important. Look at the way the league is moving with the quarterback position. It's crazy. You can't sit there and just stand in the pocket like you used to anymore. And if you do, you better have a good offensive line and you better have good wide receivers who can get out of their route quick. You need a perfect world. So, Daniel Jones is 11. Justin Fields, 12. Russell Wilson. There's 13 quarterbacks right there that I've named that got mobility. There's only 32 starting jobs. I'm almost at the point where I didn't name half of the league. So look at the trend. It's no longer sit back in the pocket, let me scan. No. And it's because you see a cats like Kancey and like Nolan Smith who are the new wave of defenders because you have to combat the way that the NFL is moving in that offensive way. They're moving to mobile quarterbacks. Fields is in top 20. Smitty wild. You wild, Smitty. So, look, I might be exaggerating, showing you guys 40 times a linebacker and a defensive tackle. But to me, it's very impressive that these fellas are moving at this speed because, like I said, you got to track down these quarterbacks who are mobile. And if you are slow, you can't catch them. You know? So, I mean, it's literally, to me, it's very, very impressive to see guys that size move, and the way that they were able to, get those muscles cranking out that speed. It, to me, is quite impressive. I wish I could run like that. If I did, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Y'all be looking at me at the combine. But no, all seriousness, That's the way that the NFL is moving. You gotta get the quarterback and move too. Hey, this is the copycat league. They said Clancy gives a lot of people a reminder of Aaron Donald. Hey, I know they both went to Pitt. To me, that's where the comparison starts and ends. They both went to Pitt. Until Clancy can do what Aaron Donald does, as in being a legit disruptor to a game plan each and every time they go out on the field, now I'll give him his props. But until then, I know you got to give people some kind of comparison to relate the two. You know, who does this player remind you of coming out of the draft? Yeah, he may give you those type of vibes, but he's not that guy. he ain't him. Clancy's good. He ain't Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? That ain't him. Nolan Smith from Georgia is good. He ain't Derek Thomas. You know what I'm saying? He ain't him. So I get the comparisons are cute, but let's wait to see what they can really, really, really do when it matters. We'll see. But I'm excited because it's combine. And, man, a lot of things are going to happen. I saw something. I saw something, a report from CBS Sports. I just saw it too. I gotta find it. I think I lost it. No, there it is. So CBS Sports, 49ers general manager John Lynch says he contacted Tom Brady as San Francisco may add QB help for 2023. Now, if that happens, and if this is true, that John Lynch has reached out to Tom Brady, you never know. All I'm saying is the fact that the general manager of the San Francisco 49ers has reached out to Tom Brady. And I'm not trying to speculate. I'm not trying to say anything this way or that way. All I'm saying is we know how Tom Brady, his mind thinks about football. He loves football, right? He's willing to lose his family over it. Well, not necessarily lose. Okay, he lost the family dynamic because he got divorced. Still a dad. He just ain't got Giselle no more. But the fact that he's willing to, sacrifice his marriage for for football, I'm sorry. And he, led us to think that he was retired last year, came back. He retired again this year. He says he's done. But like I said before, I need to see it for myself come September opening weekend. And then I'll believe if he's 100% retired. But the fact of the matter is that you still got teams willing to go lure Tom Brady out of retirement. But MJ, you can attest to this. I've been telling people for a long time, don't be surprised if Brady ends up in San Francisco. And the fact that the GM, John Lynch, has contacted him lets me know that he wants Brady. Now, this is CBS Sports reporting this. I need to see other, other outlets produce the same result if they can. But I mean, let's not act like it's not a possibility. This is a possibility, and that's why I keep saying it. And said Fix will be in because they would win, and then he rides off into the California. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Not at all. But to me, it's going to. It might trigger Tom to find I think I could lace it up for one more year. I don't think he's done. I won't believe it till opening weekend and he ain't on the roster. Until then, you got general managers like John Lynch reaching out. So obviously people still want him to play for him. don't know if he's 100% done. Oh, we'll see. Anyway, y'all, that's our show. That's our show tonight. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your Saturday. Have a very eventful and prosperous Sunday. And then come back on Monday, and we're going to get it cracking on the I.O.W. Sports Show at 4 p.m. And we're going to get it cracking later on that night, episode 276, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition with your boy, Wildcard Ma. Big shout out to Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel. Shout out to my man, Dan. He's phenomenal. Always want to shout him out. We're simulcasting the Late Night Owl Show to their YouTube channel. So for those who are watching us on Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel, please show us some love on our YouTube channel and subscribe, give us a like, and share what we got going on. But y'all know what it is. Going over to all the social media platforms, show them some love and spread the word what we got going on. I.W. Sports Network for the Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, the YouTube channel. I.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. And you can catch me personally, the Wildcard Mar, on my Twitter account, KC Wildcard Mar, and Wildcard Mar on Facebook and Instagram. Yes. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Kiss and hug on the loved ones. And live life to the fullest, y'all. I will talk to y'all soon. Have a great weekend. Peace and motherfucking love, y'all. I'm so silly.
Yeah. Come on. Silent Hill TV, yes. Hitchhikers.
Yeah, smoking so much dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers load across the scene is dangerous, aggressive like behavior. Couple monsters for my neighbors, resisting human nature. Persistently getting greater, bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better. Dope